what your energy is like. Today is new moon in Libra. I feel the balance being restored. You know, with the Libra being the Justice card, it's like the scales being leveled out. Things kind of being how they should be. So let's see. What is this new moon bringing you? Tausatians. Resilient, bold, and sassy. That's you. Alpha Draconians. Dealing with corrupt, unethical people, even cults, possibly. I'm seeing, like, a reptilian dressed like a priest here, and that energy is kind of like somebody pretending to be more good than they are, or holier than they are, you know? If you've ever gone to church, that's probably your pastor, right? I've yet to meet a pastor that isn't corrupt in some way. Sorry. It's just true. So, let's see it. Resilient, bold, and sassy. The way I'm looking at this imagery here, the way her arms are crossed, her body language is saying that she's like shut off, you know? And the way, I mean, I'm perceiving it is the way the reptilian's looking at her, and like, kind of like this energy of trying to get a point across, or trying to, you know, and she's just not receptive, not hearing it, not about it. Maybe somebody feels morally superior to you. We all have those woke friends, right? The ones that are like, oh no, I'm woke, now I must be a vegetarian and have a superiority complex over everybody because I had a spiritual experience. Well, guess what, chicken butt? We're all spirits having a human experience. And when you realize that, and you also realize that we are a collective, you can't actually, or a singularity, not a collective, then it's like impossible to have a superiority complex. Like, it's, you know, one thing that I find really difficult is dealing with those kinds of people. So I feel that, like, you could be dealing with people like that. One of my favorite things to do is to break their cognitive dissonance. Maybe it's the Aquarius in me, but it's like, you know, everyone tries to define spirituality in their own way and tries to make it out like it's a one-size-fits-all kind of deal, and that's just not the case. You know, it's just not. So that's what I'll do. Let's dive deeper. Interesting. So, the first card out is the Lovers, Gemini energy. The second card out is the Hermit, Virgo energy. Third one out is the King of Wands, fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We're already starting out with some really strong cards. It's interesting. With the lovers, you know, the Gemini is represented by the twins, right? The lovers here, you see Dumb and Dumber, the twins, or Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Sorry, I get them confused. They may as well be Dumb and Dumber. But yeah, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. What I'm seeing here is divine counterparts, right? That's the first energy I'm seeing. Divine counterparts. Maybe one has a superiority complex over the other. That happens. But yeah, I'm seeing twin flames. With the Hermit card, I see that there's a lot of time in solitude, a lot of introspection here. But one thing, I mean, if you know anything about twin flames, is like they're ever present, right? They're like always in your energy. Like they always feel you, they're always with you in some kind of way. An energetic way. It's quantum entanglement, right? You split an atom in half, do experiments on one half of it. It doesn't matter how far away it is from the other half. It could be a whole universe, and the other half will still respond. It's quantum physics. There's science behind this, actually. Somebody's connecting to their twin flame. With the King of Wands, this is like accepting their personal truth or like understanding it. Feeling motivated, inspired. Also kind of stuck in their ways, right? This could be you, this could be them. But somebody here is just kind of stuck in their ways. And it's kind of this energy of like, it's very, Aquarius is one that's not showing up, but this reminds me of an Aquarian meme I saw, where it was like, when Aquariuses break up, and they're like, that's okay, we're still together in the ether, right? That's what I'm seeing here. Somebody who's writing solo, but they're in union in the ether, right? They're like connected there. Or about to be in union. This is usually the foreshadowing for union. Alright, connecting in the 6th dimension. And then you all catch up and you're like, oh wait, let's find each other again. Right? It's but on the 3rd dimension. It's like first you gotta live it out in the ether before you live it out in the 3rd dimension. That's how everything is. Everything starts out as a dream. And then it's brought to fruition. It's not something that's brought to fruition and then you dream about it. It's the opposite. And the High Priestess. Somebody's integrity, that word just came out. Somebody's intuition is off the chains here. I would say that's you. I feel like intuitively, you know, you feel connected. King of Cups in reverse. You could have rejected this connection in the past. Or maybe it was your intuition that led to you rejecting this, bringing it to the 3rd dimension. Why? The word fear is coming to mind. Yep. Seven of Swords, fear. Fear of the unknown, or fear of the known, I should say. It's what you've known of relationships in the past is kind of reflecting here. Or what they've known, if this is them. Put the energy where it belongs. I'm going to read it as I see it. But I see, like, a fear of, like, betrayal here. And, like, you've been betrayed once. You don't want to have to deal with that again. You don't want to hurt again like that. Maybe getting over a past relationship was, like, fucking awful. And you're scared of reliving that. Well, if it's any consolation, your twin flame cannot lie, cheat, or steal on you. Because one, if you make it into connection, that means that there's a lot of integrity, right? You can't find each other without a lot of integrity in your hearts and the desire to do it the right way. Also, I feel like they've been betrayed too. So the fear might be going both ways. That's probably why it's hard to read as one way or another. But honestly, what one feels, the other typically feels, right? So, do you have integrity? Well, then the other half of you has integrity. Well, I don't like calling it half. The other incarnation of you has integrity. There's also this sense of knowing, right? Like, I feel like you guys just kind of know about each other. Like, when something's wrong, something's up, it's like kind of this energy of willing to drop anything to check in on each other. Even if it's just energetically. They're not getting a response, they might show up. But Seven of Cups in reverse with the Four of Swords. Seven of Cups in the upright is like about like having a lot of options in regards to dating, right? It's like somebody who's just on the prowl, right? With Seven of Cups in reverse, it's like saying like they're not looking, you're not looking. Four of Swords is like just trying to rest, and it goes back to that hermit energy, right? This is minor arcana hermit, and it's like just trying to take it easy and not have anything too complicated or too serious or whatever. But it's like going both ways, right? Like both parties here are feeling that way. Like they might have a lot of options, but not really, right? If you've encountered your twin flame, the likelihood of making anything work with anybody else is pretty down the drain. Because now you know, right? Now you know. Once you know, you can't unknow. Nothing else is going to feel right. Nothing else is going to make sense in that way. That song, dream, 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 dream when I'm with you. Do, 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 do. No, when I feel blue. Da, 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 da. I don't know the lyrics. You know the song, whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. You're seeing each other in your dreams. That's where union is taking place currently. Like I said, it has to happen on the ethers first. I can make you mine, kiss your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only for trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. There's this energy here of a lot of learning and a lot of growing, probably a lot of weed. Every time I see that picture, I'm like, this fool's just smoking. Three of Wands with the Three of Cups. I see the problem. It's a love triangle. All the best stories are. I don't know. I feel like both of you are single. You're both showing up in the Hermit energy. However, there's a love triangle of sorts, right? There's like a conflict of interest here. This could be your ex's friend, or vice versa. You could be the ex's friend. Take it as it resonates. Ten of Cups is inevitable, though, because there's so much integrity here, right? That word keeps coming to me. Integrity. So much integrity. That I do see this kind of coming full circle. Getting that emotional abundance and fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. That's the energy of having your cake and eating it, too. I've never had them fly out like that while I was shuffling, mid-shuffle. That's crazy. The Judgment and the Magician. The Magician is somebody is pulling hard on the energy cords and like really bringing you all closer together, right? It's almost magnets, what I'm seeing here. It's like the pull is so strong, right? Like it can't be ignored. The pull is too strong. This is that quantum entanglement. When something's wrong with one, the other feels it too strongly. Like they have to show up in some way. It just happens, right? That's twin flames. The Judgment card. Making a decision, really weighing out the options, really seeing a situation for what it is and making a decision based on that. The bottom of the deck was the Knight of Cups. But the decision's already made. The union's already taking place, right? The fallacy is that everyone thinks the third dimension is reality, right? That's the biggest fallacy. This is one of the most limited dimensions. You know, we're limited within space and time and all that. The sixth dimension is actually more real, right? Due to electron repulsion, we're like 99.99999% energy and barely a fraction of 1% matter. So, because like between every atom in your cell or in your body, there's a little minute space, right? And we know because of science that there's no such thing as empty space, just energy, right? Energy connects everything. So energy is literally the building blocks between everything, and nearly 100% of what you are is energy. So what happens to you energetically happens to you in the real. I see this energy of like somebody rejecting people because this connection's so strong. Right? They're like, even if I can't have it on the third dimension, it's too strong. Can't get them out of my head. Can't get them out of my dreams. Can't get them, you know. It's because you're living out a relationship that you're not fully aware of in the third dimension. If you don't know that much about twin flames, I think you should check it out. But you would be noticing if you're having crazy fucking dreams, and if energetically you just get these weird sensations that don't make any sense, or yeah, you could be feeling this crazy, it's more than empathy, it's like straight up psychic with this person, right? Your energy link, it's you are the same person, so you know each other's thoughts, you know each other's intentions, you know because they're the same as yours. The Tower and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. They literally feel like they energetically cannot disconnect. I feel like the efforts have been made. The Tower, it's caused more strife trying to run from this connection. And so there's this energy of like surrendering to it. There's this energy of being like, fine, fuck it. It makes sense. As much as I hate it, it makes sense. Justice is showing up in reverse, right? Libra energy. We just had the new moon in Libra. It's not fair. That's what I'm hearing. This whole situation isn't fair. Somebody feels like they didn't get a chance. Like the circumstances were wrong. Like, so they weren't able to fulfill like a soul mission here, right? They're like, well, and I feel like it's bringing me back to this third party kind of situation, this love triangle. It's like something hasn't been fair, but then Ten of Pentacles is showing up, right? And with Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups, it's telling me that there's love and financial abundance heading this way, right? And it's all due to endings and new beginnings, right? There's just this energy of surrender. Like, how do you get justice in a situation like this, right? When somebody's trying to have integrity and not pursue this out of a sense of integrity. That's all understandable. Three, three, three. Three of Swords. Right? And we already had Three of Cups and Three of Wands. Threes are all about mind, body, and spirit, right? That's kind of how it happens. Actually, I would say spirit, mind, and then body, right? First it happens in the spirit, then it happens in the mind, then it happens in the third dimension. Three of Swords in reverse tells me somebody needed time for healing. With the Queen of Cups, I would say it's this Divine Feminine. They have a lot of love, but they needed a lot of healing. We also have 777, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. We had the Seven of Swords and Seven of Cups also. 777 is all about direction, mastery. Well, I guess 8 is more mastery, but it's about taking direction, choosing direction, choosing what you're going to manifest, right? Magician. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I feel this energy of like content with work, content, like there's like contentment kind of happening in every aspect here, every facet of this Queen of Cups. Like she's in an energy of mastering herself and, you know, bringing about her best efforts. Also, going back to the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, having the Ten of Cups in the upright and the Ten of Cups in the upright, or in the Ten of Pentacles in the upright, sorry. What I'm seeing here is not looking for anything outside of divine purpose, right? This Queen of Cups wants only what's divinely meant for her, right? The right, like, wanting to work. I mean, I'm saying her, but gender's not really a thing in tarot. It could be him, her, whatever. Like, on the job front, it's like wanting to do their job based on their sole purpose, right? So if they're like a musician or an artist or whatever the natural talent is, that's what the job that they are working in. They're working for soul now, right? They're not working for in the same sense. Like, I mean, there's still a lot of abundance, right? It's just there's a whole purpose behind everything that this Queen of Cups does. Also, not seeking emotional abundance outside of herself, right? We have the Four of Swords and the Hermit card saying that both these parties are solo dolo, but not really with the Lovers card, right? It's like on the third dimension, it may appear that you are. On the sixth, y'all are like peanut butter and jelly. And when you put peanut butter and jelly together, you can't unget them together, right? It's like, it's physics. They're trapped. They're now one and the same. Divine Masculines in denial, as usual, right? Divine Feminine is focused on that sense of purpose, as usual. This is very cut and dry. Very, I feel like the Divine Masculine may sometimes get that moral superiority over the feminine. I'm saying that based on the first two cards that came out. That could be where a lot of the denial is, like, I would never do blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? You kind of did, because you and your Divine Feminine are the same guy. of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Swords in reverse. The reason that there has been no breakthrough in this connection on the third dimension is because somebody's avoiding conflict like it's the plague. They're like, they don't want to cause problems. Why would this cause... Oh, the third party. Who is this third party? Six of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody who relies on one or both parties for financial help. Somebody who always seems to be in an energy of need. Let me tell you, that really tells you a lot about somebody's karmic debt. If they're always in need of something, right? Yeah, King of Pentacles in reverse. It's like somebody who's just always broke, who always needs help. Is always probably being, you know. Yeah, Four of Pentacles in reverse. They also might be an earth sign. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Because all this earth energy. The tie is to the Empress, the Divine Feminine. I feel like the Divine Feminine was with this King of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse, but like up until the moment that she started to really see him for what he was. Nine of Swords, it literally tore up her soul to spend an excessive amount of time with this person. Like, I'm seeing somebody who's up all night beating themselves up in their head about it, like not okay with the situation. With the Five of Pentacles, I feel like the Empress was left out in the cold, right? Left high and dry. I mean, after giving all of her money and time and energy to this King of Pentacles who squandered it. That makes sense. Makes sense. So must be like good friends with this King of Wands then. Five of Wands. Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. 555 is all about change. It could be about conflict, challenges. I'm hearing challenges more than anything. This is a challenge. I feel like this person brought a lot of pain and conflict into this Queen of Cups life. This third party, I feel like there's a lot of bullshit that she went through. Or he, whatever. Ace of Pentacles, the Divine Feminine here has made a decision to like embark on a new cycle, kind of dropping the past behind her. Nine of Pentacles, she decided to really work towards her own wish fulfillment. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Hearing closed for business, right? Like, but not talking about business, talking about the business, you know? Like, she's not, with the Death card, I feel like a situation came to a screeching halt, and she's just like, nah, fuck that, you know? Letting go of this King of Pentacles. Five of Cups in reverse. No, we got 5, 5, 5, 5. We have every 5 out. And it's like she doesn't want to waste her love. She doesn't want to be in that energy. Oh, we already had that card. I accidentally picked up that card twice. Ace of Cups, there's a lot of self-love here, right? Also, Ace of Cups is the beginning of a love cycle. And like I said, I think this is where things started to go into the ethers of it. It's like, as soon as she was like done with the suitors, right? 7 of Cups in reverse, done with this third party, done with all that. It's like, then I see the Ace of Cups with the 4 of Wands, and 4 of Wands is like the marriage or commitment card. So it's like, it required her to like really let go of everything, right? She's showing up in the Empress energy, right? The Empress is creative, is loving, is compassionate, the whole package, you know, it's Aries energy too. We got Scorpio energy, Aries energy. We got all the signs out, really. Which would make sense because you probably have like all the signs in your natal chart. There's a lot of major arcana, so all this needed to come to pass. This is shit that's written in the Akashic records, you know? These are all things that needed to happen. She's just in a no bullshit energy. Like, really fucking over any kind of bullshit. Not tolerating any of it. I'm hearing, already been through it. Already had enough of that. And with the Ace of Cups, I feel like this Empress is somebody who does well by herself and in a couple, like, probably better. When she's not in a karmic relationship, you know. These cards are so big. Karmic relationships are kind of designed to bring out the worst in us so that we can face it and work on it and fix it. I feel that there's a lot of resolve in this with the Death card showing up. There's a lot of resolve in the fact that the past is over and like she's cool with that. Not wanting to go back to the past. It's always tea time. Eternity. Endless moments and repetition. You've done this before. You and your twin flame going back and forth, all around this fucking globe and this fucking universe. Just reliving it, doing it over and over. Eternity is a long time. And you really tap into that eternal kind of soul vibe. It's like you know inevitably how this goes. You knew the second you met them. Alright, there's that moment that happens when you meet your twin flame. And it's like a shock, like an electric, and you just know, you're like, that's destiny, that's the one, I've heard so many people say that, that they're just like, yep, that's the one, and it ends up being the one, and it's like, I really feel that here. Like this sense of knowing because you've done it so many times. The energy is so familiar. Moksha of Kali. Relief shall come swiftly. Soon you will see things differently. You are going to be liberated from the struggle you are currently experiencing. Be true to yourself and your life path, and you will attract the way forward. You will overcome all opposition and be released into improved circumstances and be supported to bring your sacred path to fruition. Matangi. She is a tantric queen of outcasts, unveiling the hidden inner power to thrive outside of conventional society. If you have been denied love and respect, she brings healing and empowerment. If you have suffered rejection, abandonment, or been labeled as unworthy in any way, she brings dignity and repair. She clears the way for a creative, joyful, and vibrant life path. Yuga Shakti. We may yearn for circumstances to unfold according to our personal preferences, yet to trust in divine timing alleviates stress and fosters a more peaceful relationship with the universe. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. A negative cycle is due to end and a new dawn will arise. Divine timing. That's probably the least favorite term for any twin flame. Divine timing. Divine timing. It's important that the right thing attains fruition at the right time. As much as we might all hate the terminology and all hate on waiting, there's a reason that you're waiting. There's a reason that this has been slowed down, right? There's a reason you can't have it all at once. And wouldn't that take away the fun, right? Like, imagine you just know that you're kind of meant for eternity with each other, right? The eternity card showed up. You're meant to eternally do this thing. It's like, imagine a husband and a wife has been together for eternity, right? And the third dimension is kind of like cosmic role playing, right? And it's like, oh, well, we'll set up these scenarios, we'll do these things, we'll experience karmic partners, find each other, and be like, whoa, all over again, And it's like, It's cosmic role playing. We'd get awfully bored if we were just stuck with somebody. Well, probably not. I can't imagine ever being bored of that. But this is part of spicing it up, you know. Kind of that whole, like, seeing everybody in a mask and then figuring out which one is the actual one, right? Because you can see them under the mask. You see it in their eyes. You feel it. Everything about it just makes you, you know? It's like defibrillators on your chest. You know. But also, once you reach the destination, then destinations mean the end of something, right? Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the journey. You know? Enjoy the chase. Or the hunt. And don't even chase. Just enjoy the surrender, right? See what life has to offer, and then when it's meant to be, it'll be. Okay, Sarah. But yes, this is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. I love you guys, and I'll catch you later.